Hi, since the pedo-supporting cult has decided to slander me again, let's get into it. For those of you new here, hi, my name is Ribbon. It was originally Animeribbon, and as I did a screen recording showing, this app for some reason made me change it. Never tried to hide it. Still tag stuff is my original username. Because I like people to find my original videos. Unlike the people that lie and like to crop and then beg people and lie and say, oh no, the rest of the video isn't there. Don't go fact check us. Don't go fact check us. Because then you're going to find out we're part of the 764 cult that Ribbon outed years ago. And then one of us also is dating a registered offender. Let's go over his history real quick for those who need a little refresher. Mark out the address so I don't get in trouble again. But this is their boyfriend's charges. The main creator in all those clips making up crap about me that I outed. Wow, crazy. There's absolutely no reason for somebody who's been outed for dating a sex offender to lie about the person who outs sex offenders. Totally no reason at all, right? Let's go over some other stuff. So yeah, I offered free advice, on free tips. Wasn't even like making money on here at the time because I've done a lot of professional cosplay work. For example, the one that you guys make fun of me all of the time, at least every 2 months, somebody finds this one and makes fun of me. So this is the official verified My Hero Academia game page, which you can go look up this yourself. Verified, look for the little blue check mark so you know it's a real account, official business account. And we scroll down, and there is my cringy ad from 2022 where y'all make fun of me still to this day. While I do mostly in-person work, yeah, totally have never done, I just pretend that doesn't exist, right? You know what else we should pretend doesn't exist that's very public? Before I say this, I need to be absolutely clear on this. Yes, my maiden name is Chandler. Yes, our families are only an hour apart in Virginia, and we both had family members that moved to West Virginia. We are not related. Wow, crazy. So you know what a bad person would do with that? They would go around and tell people that I said that I was related to Chan when I actually specifically said I wasn't. Everybody assuming because, you know, my last name was originally Chandler. Well, actually, it wasn't originally my birth name. It was not Chandler, and y'all still haven't figured that out, and I love it because these people have X'd me several times, and they will but then they'll cry and say I do X to them by posting that screenshot. Like, you can go find the person. They've got multiple posts up still saying I do X to them because they're talking about that screenshot of that predator, like the report, because they live with that man and his address is on that watchdog website with his But that's like a typical thing that they do is crop videos, lie about the context, just make stuff up. If you want a little sneak peek into what kind of person is involved in this, other than, you know, the ones that are directly involved in the 764 cult, which you can watch an entire documentary on YouTube about. One thing you'll notice is like as you're watching the documentary, you'll be like, wow, the techniques that they use about like getting in the discords and everything, these sound familiar. And then you're gonna go watch their videos on me and go, oh, yeah, these people are part of it. I was the first one to out them before all the big YouTubers did. But let's get back to the one that's dating. So they, and I'm using they because I had one point posted a video about them and used the pronouns that were on their profile. So they immediately went and changed their pronouns because I showed a bunch of clips of them outing them. So then they were trying to get me to take down the video saying, well, you can't keep that up now because I changed my pronouns. Wow, that's totally how that works. Video's still there. I mean, y'all have purposely misgendered me like 500 times, so why would I care that you tried to pull one? Anyways, the pedo dater and their friend who has a video up still saying, I don't care what he's guilty of. But yeah, the pedo edited a video of my child. So if you want to know what kind of person they are, there's a video of me that was originally at TikTok. Like, it was on here, and it was me in like, it was like a bikini set dancing. That's still up on here, by the way. They will tell you it's not still up. It is still up. They're telling you that, so you won't go look. And then tried to make up this whole thing saying that my kid recorded it. And then added an audio of my child who was born in 2020. And the video, and they even have the timestamps in their video, is from 2019 and was re-uploaded to. But yeah, please do go ahead and explain to me how a child born in 2020 recorded a video in 2019 with timestamps as proof. What I will tell you is anybody who's smart knows what kind of person does that. I want you to really think about what kind of person lies that hard, because the reason it got to that point was they originally tried to lie and say I had a child in one of my other videos. And when that was quickly disproven, they did it again. And it was like a movie, went from a grown man to a movie. And then they realized, crap, nobody's going to believe us without like some sort of crap that we pull out of our butts. So they edited crap, posted it on here and told everybody the page was deleted. Don't go look because the page is deleted. You definitely don't need to fact check them. Another one, if you watch my cosplay tip videos, one, it's all free. You can see that. And two, I multiple times say I don't work for cons. So their version of they've convinced themselves that the only professional cosplay work out there is cons, even though they know that's not true. And will say, oh, well, look, Ribbon's never worked for this con. I never said I worked for the con. I actually specifically say in my videos I don't, just like with the Chris Chan stuff. Oh, there's also that video of me threatening them, right? That video is still up. It's an allegations proof. And if you watch the full context, the people who I went after were people who were sending and remarks. You can actually go see, Lord, I barely was able to keep that video up because their messages were so graphic. Yeah, I was calling those people's work. So you have no problem calling the cops. You've admitted that, making false reports to the cops on me, which then they laughed at you. But you have a problem with me calling people who are sending death threats to innocent people online's works. You're okay with them doing that, right? Because I'm the bad guy for calling them. Oh, yeah, see, I have a feeling you actually know that you're on the wrong, because that's why you didn't play the rest of the clip. That's why you keep telling people these videos are deleted when they're right there and in a playlist for easy access. Let's be honest, I know exactly why this started again. I recently worked at MomoCon for a company for an advertisement. Particular job that I did for advertisement, once again, not for the con, at the con, was one that I auditioned with multiple other people. And some of those other people were large content creators who were on that exact video with clips of them lying about me. They got very upset that once again, they still can't get rid of me. They never will. They were upset that their following count and them being traditionally attractive, because they want to convince their followers that you have to be traditionally attractive and you're never going to make it and there's not enough room for anybody. They constantly say, this is a small community, even though you just Google like con attendees and there's literally millions in the US alone. But they're selfish. It's narcissistic. It's self-centered. If you watch any of my videos, I talk about you can be any weight, race, all of that. But they think you have to be traditionally attractive, white, and skinny, and have a big social media following. And if not, you're nobody. That's exactly how they look. And I'm sure they're going to crop this too and like come some more BS, because that's their whole thing. They're also still upset that for trying to attack his kids. They keep pulling that up like I'm some horrible criminal because who was trying to unalive his kids. But yeah, I'm a bad guy, right? Once again, I'm not going anywhere. The only reason I've not even watched the video, I saw a clip and I saw certain faces and I went, nope, I already know this is going to be a crock of crap. Anything there is easily fact checkable. But sadly, they're going to go back to their cult friends. And a bunch of you are going to get recruited into the new, because if you don't know, 764 is not gone. It's very easily public information to know they have branches and they've been recruiting still. They go in the comments, they will put out whatever hogwash that's easily fact checkable about different people. Easily fact checkable, and then see who will blindly believe it, because then they know you're not smart enough to check things and you will be an easy target. Then they go into your profile, see that you've got all these hashtags about like having mental health and all these issues, and then bam, you're in that Discord. Oh, we're totally just join this Discord. Like, oh no, yeah, it's definitely not anything sus at all. We're just gonna crap talk people. Definitely nothing else. There's actually victims from this cult who have came forward many times, but they're going to end up with more of you, because there's going to be a bunch of people who don't have an IQ over 10 that are going to fall for it, not take the 2 seconds to fact check, realize they're literally falling for somebody who is dating a... And the other one that literally has on their page, the video being like, I don't care what he's guilty of. Anyways, for some of you who are going to see this, thanks. This is watching this video might be the only good thing you ever do in your life, because all the proceeds on my page go to the DV shelter. And based off of the fact you blindly believed something that was physically impossible. Oh, and don't forget the CP allegation where they said I drew CP. One, I can't draw. See that? I have a whole video on where my thumb got cut off as a teenager. And the picture that they said was CP was my friend's birthday was coming up and she liked Baku Deku, and it was a completely safe for work picture of Baku Deku hugging that I posted on Instagram. But yeah, totally not real victims out there, right? Kind of like you made my kid, which is why you ran from me. Yeah, you ran from me when we saw in person. One individual, y'all. And since many of you have reached out to me after escaping that situation of getting yourself stuck in the cult because of this stuff, because you blindly fell for it the first time, I do want to remind everybody, when they start threatening you and saying they're going to like post all these bad videos and they're going to get their friends to slander you and stuff, just a reminder, I'm still standing. That's exactly what they did to me. They just make up stuff and like wait for just can't use that word. The intellectually declined. I was going to say, but this app doesn't like it when I say the willingly mentally stunted. So yeah, don't let them threaten you into horrible things and blackmail you like they did. Once again, I recommend everybody go watch the documentary on that cult. Oh, last thing that I saw that was super funny was the fact that they said that my horror story time, the ones that my followers submit and sometimes even have videos and clips and everything of, saying that they were fake. And then also saying that I said they were all mine. I mean, yeah, one person I did the first person thing, and then I would always put a disclosure because that was popular back in like 22, we were doing the first clip person storytelling. But I always put a disclosure saying, hey, this isn't actually my story. But yeah, that's like saying every single Reddit or like everybody who reads Reddit stories on here is fake. But I guarantee you ain't get the balls to go to any of their large pages and say something to them, because it's literally the exact same thing.